What is up, everybody? Happy New Year. It is officially 2021, and this year is even going to be better than last. Now, if you saw my last video, my 2020 wasn't terrible. And there was a comment that said, their 2020 is pretty bad. And for that, I'm sorry, brother. I wish I could help with that. I can. But for me, in my house, it was a pretty good year. That being said, man, what's next? What does next year bring? So I just want to talk real quick about some things that I gained in 2020, hobby, some other things like that, and then some things that I'm trying to grow from in 2021 that I think I lacked in 2020. So first things first, one of the things that I'm taking into 2021 from 2020 is a new hobby I picked up. So I picked up disc golf. So I actually, this is just my bag. We'll talk about it later. But one of the things we did, me and a buddy went out last night at midnight, played a tournament. And how did we do that? Well, we used these drop leg holsters made by his wife, who owns a company called Rahab Designs. And so they go on the side. They're like a drop leg holster. They hold between 4 and 6 discs, I think you can fit in there, plus a mini. So that's what we took for our little ones, because we had to put lights on our disc for a glow round is what they're called. And then she also made these hand warming muffs to wear to keep our hands warm. So you put hand warmers inside, kind of like quarterbacks use. Super cool. Again, Rahab Designs, super sick, and I thank her for making those for us. So check her out. Anyway, she does have a Facebook page. So one of the things, I'm taking a new hobby. I really enjoy it. It gets me outside. It gets me walking. It gets me all that stuff. One of the things that I'm not taking with me and trying to get rid of is the excuse that my schedule just got thrown out of whack. And here's what I mean by that. So as you all know, based on one of my videos, I train martial arts. And so when COVID hit and everything, I was like, oh, my schedule got thrown off. And then, people leaving and stuff like that and traveling, I was like, my schedule just got thrown off. I got to get it back. I just want to be dedicated to moving to the next step, to getting healthier. I feel really good, but I would love to continue to feel good. So I'm taking away the excuse that my schedule just got thrown off. And then another thing I want to keep is that I'm spending more time with friends and family. I'm reaching out more, whether it be on Marco Polo, just normal texting, Facebook Messenger, and really trying to be connected with friends that I have lost communication with. And then with family, because my family now lives here, I'm able to spend so much more time with them, and that's a blessing. Now, one of the things that I want to get better at is I want to be a better husband. Now, if my wife were in here, I'm sure she'd tell you she'd probably say I'm a good husband, right? In my opinion, I'm okay. I do the laundry, and I help out around the house, and I help with stuff, but I want to be better about helping with dishes and not taking my own, I don't like dishes, so blah, 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 blah. But I just want to help with that because she works so hard and does so much for our family that's something that I can take on too. I just have more freedom to do stuff and kind of go to work a little later to do dishes. I just need to kind of suck it up, if you will, and do that. And so that's one thing. I want to be a better husband. I want to help out more. I want to be even more supportive. I just want to be there for my wife in a bigger way in 2021. Now, 2021, I think, is going to be a great year. I think that it has to be, right? Because last year was kind of rough for a lot of people. I think this year can only be better. So here's some of the things that I'm looking forward to in 2021 and doing. So right off the rip, I'm doing a teen week conference with my buddy Frail. And so I'm super psyched for that. I'm super psyched that we just get to experience new things, if that makes sense. I'm excited to get to whatever normal is going to look like. And I think that will happen this year. And then one of the things that I'm really, really excited for is the opportunity to minister in a greater way to more people. Now, here's what I mean by that. I think that one of the things that we're starting to do as a church, the church that I work at, is we're going to do fundraising. But when we do fundraising, we want to bring things to the community. And so I'm super excited to be able to fundraise for the church for our needs and some stuff that we need to get paid. But I'm also excited to bring super cool things to our community and really get more involved in it. I also am teaming up with the Beard Struggle. I'm joining their beard club, which I still need a little more detail on that, but I'm joining up with my brother, who's a huge part of their company right now. He's actually the warlord for our region, which basically means he just controls everything. But that group now is all about giving back to the community and getting involved. So I'm super excited to team up with that. My goal in 2020 is not just, in 2021 is not just to, like, yes, obviously I want to continue to reconnect with friends and family, but I also want to invest in my community more. My wife is also teaming up with that and headed to, not with the beard thing, but getting more involved in the community that we live in and helping kids. So I'm super proud of her for that. So let's talk about it. What are some of your goals for 2021, and what are some things that you are leaving behind? Obviously, we all want to leave coronavirus behind. I don't really want to hear that. But what are some things in your own life, in your own personal self, that you want to leave back in 2020 and work on in 2021 to become a better you, to become a more potent person? Now, if you're a believer and you want to become a better Christian, like what are things that you're going to do to tangibly try to reach that goal? And if you're not a believer, what are you trying to do to just become the best you that you can be? So let's talk about it in the comments. Let me know. I'm excited for this year. Last night was crazy. And today is New Year's Day that I'm recording this. I get to go have dinner with my family that I've never really been able to do. So I'm psyched for that. As always, I love you. God loves you. Have a happy and amazing New Year.